We go in depth now with the Target 12 investigators. There are new calls now for an expanded ethics investigation following a disastrous trip to Philadelphia by two high-paid state officials. A state vendor later said the officials acted unprofessionally and accused one of making sexist and racist comments. Target 12 investigator Tim White joins us live in studio now. And Tim, the state Republican Party is calling out the governor for a lunch he attended.
Yeah, that's right. Governor Dan McKee confirmed that he attended that lunch at the high-end restaurant, the Capitol Grill. At the table was well-known lobbyist Jeff Britt and Britt's client, Scout Ltd. Scout is the firm leading the effort to redevelop the vacant Cranston Street Armory in Providence. Now, as you'll remember, executives at Scout wrote an email about the inappropriate behavior by those two state directors on that Philly trip. The state GOP is now calling on the Ethics Commission to widen its probe into that visit by asking them to examine that lunch at the Capitol Grill, which McKee did not pay for. My colleague Alexandra Leslie caught up with the governor earlier today.
I was not expecting to see Scout at that lunch. I was asked by Mr. Britt to have lunch with him, and I did. Now, if I knew I was talking about state business, I would have had somebody from our office there. My lunch, I don't even think it totaled up to 25 bucks, maybe 30 bucks, whatever the number was. If Jeff wants the money back, I'll give him the money back.
So, Tim, for those of us who might not be familiar with the entire code of ethics in the state of Rhode Island, what are the rules
You
here?
don't have them memorized.
I don't have them memorized.
Well, the state ethics code prohibits public officials from accepting gifts over $25. Now, the lunch, which was first reported by the Providence Journal, cost $228 total. The Republican Party is also calling on Secretary of State Greg Amore to investigate the lobbyist Jeff Britt. Britt did not disclose the lunch on reporting documents. He declined to comment when we reached out to him, but we just heard from the Secretary of State spokesperson who tells us they have reached out to Britt asking him to correct any reports that may have missing information.
And Tim, where do things stand with the Armory right now?
Yeah, it's an important question. The governor has said they are waiting on an assessment from a consultant to find out if Scout's proposal is good for taxpayers. But I can tell you he was not happy that Scout executive talked to news outlets about what was going on behind the scenes.
We're not going to negotiate with Scout in the newspapers on an important project like this, as it appears as though they're trying to do. I got to make sure that the taxpayers are assured that whatever we do at the Armory, whatever we spend, is going to be in their best interest and the overall best interest of the state.
Lots of twists and turns here. And at the end of the day, Tim, it's about taxpayer money.
Yeah, it could be a lot of money to redevelop that going forward. It's also a lot of money just to keep it from not crumbling down. So big decisions to make.
And we have all of that information, including this evolving story, right now on WPRI.com. Target 12 investigator Tim White, thank you.
Thank you.